So good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Okay.
So how are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And how about you?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking to you, ma'am. So firstly, you introduce yourself, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Let me introduce myself. So, as you know, that my name is Sushma, and I'm from Delhi, and I am a homemaker and blessed with two children. Talking about my qualifications, so I have done my graduation, and nowadays I am learning this language. So that's why I have only one hobby to watch the conversational video to get some knowledge. And simultaneously, I'm also running a YouTube channel named Communication Hub. So on that, I most of the time upload the small or shorts videos and sometime conversational videos. So yeah, that's all about myself. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Ma'am, so I introduce myself also you. So my good name is Anup Kumar. I belong to Jharkhand state, and for my about my qualification, so I complete my 12th. So I waiting for my results. So and also I running one YouTube channel. That's name is UP English with Anup, and it help to serious learner who are wanted to learn English. So that help to them also. It's many day in a daily way. They use my video and many videos are available in YouTube that help to other people. That's it, ma'am. Okay. So, ma'am, I asked to you, what's
Mhm.
your view about? Yeah, ma'am. So, what's your view about English?
Yeah, nowadays, English is very prevalent. It is spoken everywhere. So for everyone, I think it should be that everyone should have knowledge about the English because now in this scenario, everyone is available in English. If you are using the phone, if you are using the laptop, so you have to manage with the through the app through the English only. So if you know how to speak or if you know how to use the a gadget, any kind of gadget, so you should have the knowledge about English. So you can manage over there, right? And if we go outside, it doesn't matter. If we go outside, we have to deal with the people and this not in any kind of place. Like if you go to the bank, right? In bank, if you write anything in Hindi, so it is little bit awkward or embarrassing thing sometime because people judge you by looking you and by the way of talking of you. Like if you are speaking English that time, so you will given respect over there, right? So in that way, we can say if we want to only if we have a great knowledge about the English, so and you also feel very confident, and there is no need to go any there is no need to fear to go anywhere or any hesitation if you have the knowledge about the English. Because nowadays everyone wants to be fluent in English. Why? Because of this scenario, because of this kind of platforms, so, and social media plays an important or vital role to learn this language. So, because of social media, now everyone can easily learn this language, right? So, in that way, we are learning, and most of the housewives, because they are not ready to go outside to take any kind of session or any kind of classes. So, it is good, it is very helpful for those who just live at home and they are not allowed to go outside. So, for those those person, they can easily learn this language, right? So, because English is very important these days. It plays an insignificant role in our life, and we can easily get any kind of job if you have the knowledge about the English, right? Or if you want to get if you want to get high packaged job, because there are lots of working person are here, they don't have so much knowledge about the communication skill or English. So that's why they are not hired in any big company. So if they have the knowledge about the English or communication, they have the communication skills, so they can get good package job in any MNC company or in any private sector, right? So that's why English is very prevalent these days, and everyone wants to be learning English, right? So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
all
right.
about my
Yeah,
opinion.
you're right. So, ma'am, you said me your children are also studying in a school. So that's a private school, ma'am? Maybe.
Yeah, they used to study in private school because I had faced a lot regarding this language in their school time because whenever I have to attend the PTM meeting, because that time I couldn't have any idea about the English, how to reply the teacher in English because they used to ask all the things in English, but I was totally unaware that things. So then after, at that time I had the reason to learn this language. So I started learning this language. Then after, after few years, then I will be able to speak in English or talk with people in English after giving lots of efforts. So yeah, now I am learning also because we have to deal with the people in English nowadays. If we go outside, if we go to the school, and if at PTM meeting, so that's why most of the time the housewives are learning English, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Also, I talk to many people who are housewives, so that also face like you in a PTM session, they go for their own child. So that time they face many problems in speaking English and talk to teachers and hesitation, and if they that time in PTM session, many
Hmm.
mothers are talking in English. So that time they are realizing no, it's required to also me for learn English for my child, it's good for my child in future, and that's it, they are more also learning, and it's also beneficial for that also in if
Hmm.
their
Exactly,
children are
yeah.
their children are knowing English, so that they help to also in their future for grow more in their sector which they wanted to take. That's it.
Exactly, yeah. You're right. Because nowadays everyone most of the in my society, most of the small children, they always speak in English. So it is also the embarrassing for me, but I didn't get good chance or good ambience earlier to learn this language. But now in my society, most of the children, they speak in English, and their parents also speak in English with them. So that's why, I thought, okay, now I have to learn this language. So because of this kind of environment, I am learning, and most of the ladies are learning this language. Because
Yeah,
now in future we can say everyone will be perfect in English. So in future we can say if the person are learning this language, because most of the person, if I talk about in this application, there are more than 1,000 people I think here to
yeah,
they are learning English, right? So we can consider that in future, maybe all the person have good knowledge and good command over the English.
yeah, you're right, ma'am. So I mean, you said in your surroundings the children are also in your surrounding are speaking in English. So maybe you talk with your child in English language you use in maybe in your home.
At my home, I talk with them in English, but they always reply me in Hindi because they said okay, they're when they go outside with your friends with it, so they most of the time talk in English, and their workplace also they talk in English. So that's why they prefer to speak in Hindi only at home. Most of the time, I ask sometime the question in English, but they always reply me in Hindi. They don't want to speak with me in English. They feel comfortable in our native language in Hindi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because native language is like a mother tongue, so that's
mother
uh,
tongue. Yeah.
yeah, so that
Hmm.
people are wanted to talk in here, but English is requirement for nowadays, so that people are also learning about this language, how to talk in English. That's also help in if they go in other international company, they join and go in other foreign countries. So that time they also help with this language
Yeah. Right.
because English, yeah, because English is a acceptable international acceptable language, and also
Hmm.
and yeah, and also yeah, outside you go in south side. So that time they use only their own language, Kannada, Tamil, their own language, but they only second language they prefer to use English. So that's helpful because if how to communicate, which language I talk with, which language I use it with, talk with them. So that is
Exactly.
most
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, it is because it is manageable if you know how to speak English. So anywhere you can manage, right? You can anywhere survive. Doesn't matter that is a out of your country in any other abroad, abroad or any south side of India. So you can manage if you know how to speak in English. Otherwise, it is very difficult. It is very hard not to crack with to manage everywhere if you don't know how to speak in English, right? So in that way, we should have knowledge about the English because we have to deal. Sometimes we have to deal with the people in English only. So then we can easily survive anywhere if we have knowledge about the English, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am, you're right. So, ma'am, so I asking to you, what you do for your English journey nowadays with the speaking? So, what to do in a day for your English?
Nowadays, I do nothing. Just I converse with the people, and whenever I get time, so I go with the audio or video both. So in that way, I'm practicing only. I'm just if I can come across any kind of word or any kind of idiom or phrasal word, so I try to learn that in a proper way. Sometime I make the sentences regarding the particular word or anything and try to make the small stories on that small story on that particular word so that I can learn that, and I also try to resonate that and relate that to my life or in any kind of real incident or any kind of real things related to my life. So in that way I can easily recall the word on time. But I am also facing sometime I face because there are lots of myriads of words I have already jotted down in my diary, but it is very difficult. It is not very easy. It is not a piece of cake to use all the words in your conversation, right? So but whenever the situation comes, so any word if I recall that, so I am able to recall that word and try to incorporate that my conversation. Yeah. So
Yep.
I do like that, yeah. So because if you make the sentences or you relate that particular word with your life or with your all the work, so that time you can learn that word in a proper manner, right? So yeah, I do like that things to
Okay. So, you
learn
have
that.
question.
Yeah, yeah. What do you do for improving yourself or to learn any kind of a new word? So, are you able to use or incorporate any kind of a big word or fancy word in your speaking, or is it really necessary to use? So, let me know. Yeah, what is your take on that?
Yeah, you're right, ma'am. But I think it's not necessary to use big words and fantastic. Or you use some, yeah, you use it, but day by day you include in your daily life slowly, gradually. But if you are suddenly you come in very hard word you use in your life, but you forget that what you use it, but you forget many things. So I think it's a use it, but daily life you include only one word. Again, you go daily one what you use a hard word so that is help to you. And my English journey I help in for with myself. I talk in that day. I use it some writing session I do with self. Like I take one topic and describe in my own sentence. I make it and written in my copy. And some mistakes also I do it in for write when I'm writing. So and also analyze where I am wrong, where my sentence is wrong. After that, mistake I doing improve my mistakes day by day. And also reading session are doing some books in newspapers I reading, and also news English news. Yeah, I'm also watching. That's what I'm doing.
Mm.
And take a more session with people if I get a chance to talk with them. So I definitely I go
Mm.
with them and talk more and more. Because that's the English practice if you leave it. So you are not able to talk in English. So it's required to you daily basis you at least you give the 20 minutes if possible minimum at least you give it.
Yeah, doesn't yeah, we should be consistent here. Doesn't matter how much time do you, take it. But you most of the time doesn't matter you are talking with the people for only for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. That is also enough. But you should be consistent here. Right. So
Yeah,
in that way, we can say the more it is also saying that the more you practice, the more you will get the knowledge or fluency. Right. So in that way, we most of the time try to speak with the people. And if the people or person is not available over there, so you just can talk with yourself. right? Doesn't like sometimes the people say, okay, in front of the mirror, I talk, I converse with myself. No, but not that is not like we can also talk with ourselves by doing our work, whatever we are doing. So we just translate that in English or try to talk like we can consider as the other person is with me, right? So we can talk with like we can converse like that. So yeah, we
Yeah,
should. So okay, let me know that like how many people with like you are talking what was the question? So yeah, on daily basis, how many people do you talk? Like converse in English or
yeah,
in this
yeah.
application or yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So also I use here if possible. So I want to take one session if possible. If not, so I wanted to talk in go in some social media application. There are available many more. So I use it there for talking purpose. And there are also audio call are available, and I use it
Hmm.
there and talk more and more there. So if because if anyone wanted to learn English, so firstly I think they firstly talk in mistake you they do not a problem, but it's, at least you start it firstly so that you firstly build your confidence in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I now many people they are saying me I thinking in English I talk but I am not able to talk in English. I'm speak and not speak in English.
Hmm.
They are not able, but they are written reading all things good, but they are not able because they are fearless,
Hmm.
hesitate talk with someone front of someone. So I think that's a firstly build up your confidence. Then you
Hmm.
do mistakes, but there are many people are not you notice your mistakes, but they focus if your mistake, but they outlook at least also say to your at least they person use to and build up their confidence and at least they try.
Yeah, at least we should try. We
Yeah,
should
man.
try. Yeah. So because it is good. If we don't try, so how can we gain our confidence, right? Wait.
Right, man.
Yeah. So in that way, we have to after talking with the people, we can gain the all the confidence, and and then we can remove our hesitation because it is necessary. If you go with the like doesn't matter you first of all you if you are beginner in that or you first time you talk with the people, so that go with the audio call only. And once you were able to like talk with the people on audio calls, then you should switch on video call, right? So because on video call we have to think about all the things like body gestures, eye contacts, and like a movement of our hand, which kind of word, and we have to also focus on our face expressions, right? So in that way we can gain the confidence, and all the hesitation we can remove while having any kind of video call. So video call is like important to remove your hesitation or build the confidence, right?
You're right, man. So it's also help
Yeah,
to people because firstly
exactly.
firstly they make a sentence able to
Hmm.
some sentence. So then if they come, so it's they helpful to person who are talking also to you and also to yourself because it's help you not now make a sentence something anything. So it's not a good way to talk to another person or also not wanted to talk because you are not able to right no that time you are not able to make a sentence more and more. So it's firstly you go audio call and talk with more and more, make a sentence. After that you come and take a effort to yourself and they help to you.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Initially we can have that kind of hesitation, but if you are practicing on daily basis, so gradually you will remove your, hesitation or anything, which whatever you have problem. But you should have to talk because earlier I also felt like earlier I had a great knowledge about the grammar, but I was unable to talk with the people even on audio call, right? But after having this kind of applications, like earlier I used to use Ace Fluency and Josh Talk. So then after talking with the people, then I improved a lot and I removed my all hesitation on even on like audio call. Then after I go with the video call, because initially when I start having the conversation on video call, that time also one or two video I fumbled a lot because of hesitation. That there was so much, like so many butterflies in my stomach when I have any conversation with the people on video call. So but gradually I removed that, right? Everything is happened, and like nothing is impossible here. If you want to improve, so it will to take time. Yeah, you should have that much of patience, right? Patiently we do work, and we give our give 100% efforts to do that. So we will get everything, I think. Later, sooner or later, we will get everything, right? So we should be consistent here and practice a lot, because if we want to get like fluency in a proper manner, so we should speak a lot with the people or with yourself or anything. Like whatever you think, so you think in English, or whatever you feel in English. Like whatever you are doing at your home, doesn't matter any household chore you are doing or any other things. So just try to translate in that in English, and just try to speak with yourself. If the person is not, if any person is not with you. So yeah, most of the time I do that.